In the last week or so, this channel has just gone past 2,000 subscribers, so I wanted to make this video to say a big thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel, who's taken the time to watch my videos and comment on them. It really means a lot to me. For over 20 years, I've worked as a filmmaker, so I'm used to being on the other side of the camera. But this YouTube channel has forced me to come out of my shell to talk to you about the things which interest me and which I hope can also be of help to other people. I'm being attacked by flies. I'm being attacked by the way, I am here on holiday in Gran Canaria. This is near Puerto de Magan, my first holiday abroad with the family in over 3 years. And I have the sunburnt shoulders to show for it. I thought I would also use this video for you to get to know me a little bit better. So here are a few things that you might not know about me. Swift Films is the name of my business. The Swift Films YouTube channel started off as the company's platform for showcasing its work. That was until I took it over and started spouting off about the stuff that I'm interested in. There is a story behind why this channel is called Swift Films and also why my business is called Swift Films. When I was about 3 years old, my dad went on a work trip to Sweden. He came back from this work trip with a cuddly toy for me, a lion, which I called Swift after the name of the conference he'd attended. This cuddly toy naturally became my favourite childhood possession. I've since passed it on to my younger son Tom, who I wouldn't say treasures it as much as I do. When I was a student and I was making these bad short films, as a bit of a joke at the end of them I'd always put a Swift Films production. This joke has carried forward to the extent that I named my business after it, and I now have a YouTube channel with the same name. This does now mean that people often assume that my name is Richard Swift. That's not my name, but I'm quite happy to be known as such. In fact, I have a client a few years ago who introduced me as Richard Swift, and because I didn't correct them within the first 3 seconds, that name had to stick. 5 years later, I'm still known as Richard Swift and will be for the rest of time. A few of my likes and dislikes. I have a friend who says that your favourite film should be the film you've seen the most amount of times, and if that is the case, then my favourite film would be Stand By Me and The Shining. Side note, The Shining is both my brother and my wife Kirsty's favourite film as well. Favourite bands, I'd have to name 4, The National, Radiohead, Nirvana and the Stone Roses. Favourite albums, High Violet and Boxer by The National, OK Computer by Radiohead, In Utero by Nirvana. Favourite book, Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol, I eat a largely vegetarian diet, make of that what you will. My biggest vice is definitely Diet Coke. I admit to having a problem with my phone. On the one hand, I detest it, on the other hand, I rely on it way too much. I'm guilty of not seeing my close friends enough. I saw a quote from the comedian John Mulaney and he said, "Men don't have friends, they have wives whose friends have husbands." I freely admit that I swear way too much, I just find it very expressive. And I am Scottish after all. Speaking of which, another bugbear of mine is being Scottish and not sounding it. I just sound generically British. I absolutely love football, but not to the extent that a bad result will ruin my weekend. I know where to draw the line. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with running. I don't always enjoy doing it, but I do like the way I feel afterwards. So I hope that maybe you found out something there about me that you didn't know already. Thank you once again to everybody who's subscribed to the channel, who has supported this channel by leaving comments, messages of support, whatever that may be. It really means a lot to me. And I'd love to get to know you more, so please feel free to introduce yourself, leave a comment down below telling me more about you and the kind of things that you're interested in. Or if you have any ideas for videos that you'd like me to make, please do let me know and I'll definitely take this on board.